couple. He was white and she was black. They busted in their house in the middle of the night and took them to jail because they was married and it was against the law. But you had some down south southern shit, you know, where they was able to get away with stuff like that.
Right.
And to some degree, they still do get away with stuff that you wouldn't think.
Right. So this is another thing too. Going back to what you said earlier, I never understood that neither. But and what I'm talking about is when some sisters they don't like to see black men with white women, and you said that some lady that you talked to some lady, and I think you said something about she said we only got a handful of a limited amount
of good black men. So why is it these white women can come and take the good ones we got left?
So when she said, well, I don't expect you to know, but I can't ask you what do you think she meant by that. But what I'm trying to figure out is what did she mean by the good ones that we got left? Like, and when I hear that, is he's putting a claim on good black men. So you know what I'm saying? I never understood that part, and not just from what you said. I done heard that before. Like taking all our men. Yo, men? What is you talking about? Yo, men? Like you just putting a claim on all black men. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
exactly what that is. They belong to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they belong to us. Why y'all come and taking them?
I never understood that. And then, like I said, it was always confusing to me when, and I know everybody is different, but it was always confusing to me. Let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it 100, which I don't know if I ever discussed this with you before, but I ain't going to say nobody's name. But I was basically in a relationship years ago or whatever with a sister, you know what I'm saying, for quite some time. And you're going to have your ups and downs and stuff like that or whatever. But it was always like when we get into it, from time to time, it was always, nigga, you ain't shit. Woo up the bam, fuck you. Woo up the bam, all that disrespectful ass shit.
Right.
So when the time came or whatever, come to find out she was doing her thing. I'm saying she was doing her thing behind my back and all that, whatever. But at this time when I found it out, at that time, I didn't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care no more. So, you just giving me a reason to leave.
Right.
So with that being said, I was doing my thing as well. So we both doing our thing or whatever. So we didn't never argue about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like a time where since she was doing her thing and I was doing my thing, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you now. I said this before, I think when I just had one of these interviews with Up Top, which is Lila or whatever. And I said the same thing. Now, I'm not the type of person, I never discriminated. Never. I'm saying now don't get me wrong. I didn't smash white bitches before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't smash white bitches before. I ain't gonna even lie. I keep it 100. But this particular white girl that I was dealing with, now it was a sister I was dealing with, that cussing me out and I ain't shit type shit, woo out the bam and all that. So it came to the time where, I had to go ahead and go about my way because it was beginning to be too stressful. Yeah. But she didn't know the female that I was dealing with on the side while she was dealing with some nigga on the side just so happened to be this white girl. So this white girl was always in the background. Now, of course, she knew about her. She didn't care. As long as I dealt with her, cool, whatever. But the time that I left, because we actually lived together. Me and her sister lived together. Okay. But when I went about my way and she was like, you need to get out anyway. I was about to leave anyway, whatever. Though she did exactly what the white girl wanted her to do. Because she said, whenever you leave, I'm right here. So that time came. So with that being said, she ended up finding out through the grapevine or whatever that I was with the white girl who walked the bam. So I guess she put 2 and 2 together. If he moved in with the white girl, because I did, if he moved in with the white girl, then they had to been dealing with each other for quite some time.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Well, one day when I came over, it's a rough draft, so it is what it is. As long as I don't say a motherfucker's name.